Hello and welcome again to my frozen greenhouse. Now, as you may be aware if you've watched previous videos, I've spent a lot of time insulating this greenhouse. I wasn't very happy when it arrived. The wood is very thin, the polycarbonate is very thin, so I've done what I can, that I feel I can, to insulate it to help it in the winter. However, it's made no difference. As you can see, all of the windows are like this, like they usually are, but instead of that being condensation, that is ice. When I come in here, it's absolutely freezing cold and -4 degrees. It's colder in my greenhouse than what it is outside. Literally, I am not exaggerating, it's colder in the greenhouse. Outside is -2, inside it's -4. No, I wasn't expecting that. So any of you guys who has a greenhouse, please help me out because this is freezing. Okay, so I'm going to open the window. So the theory is, with it being warmer outside than inside, it's going to hurry up and defrost these windows. So this is a thick layer, I mean you can hear me scratching it, of ice. I expected ice behind the bubble wrap. The bubble wrap's not particularly cold, but I think most of the coldness is coming off of the roof. So what I have done is I've had a look on eBay and Amazon for some clear tarp, really good quality thick tarp that I can put over the whole roof. Not really the sides, but the roof, because obviously that's where the cold's coming down from. Clear so the light still gets in here, because I really need seeds to germinate, and so it doesn't look awful. I don't know big blue tarp all over my greenhouse, you know. But that's expensive. This greenhouse is 8x4, and just for a 6x4 you're talking 80 quid. So I looked yesterday, the only one I could get in 8x4 was £131, and I'm not paying that. So anyone else got any other suggestions for stopping my greenhouse from getting into -1 or 2? That would be great. But yeah, minus. So it's heating up quite quickly in the day, up to, I think yesterday it went to 12, even though outside was less than that. So I will see again today what's happening with it today, but I'm opening the window to defrost it because I can't use this, which is what I use for the condensation, because the window is frozen. So it's done damage in here. The little pumpkin I have here, as you can see, is no longer. So that got frost damage on it. So apart from that, nothing else has died in here, but everything else is pretty cold tolerant apart from the lemon tree. And I have actually bought a cover for that. I think it's here. Yes. So I'm hoping that that is big enough to pop over it, just to protect it a little bit more. But no, I'm gutted that all this hard work putting in the panels at the bottom, although they are not fully covered, so I might still do that. And I might get some of the silver. I've still got some of the silver insulation left, so I might actually do a few more panels on the window, on the sides, just to try and help. So I've got 2 panels I could put that on, and then maybe take the bubble wrap off at the door and then put one on the door. I don't know. I've got some rubber draft excluder, different to what I bought before, for the window, just to help with the cold coming in through the window, because obviously I need to ventilate every day. Oh, it's -3 now, so it's warmed up a little bit since having that window open. It's the windows. I don't know how to stop the windows from freezing. Yeah. But let's show you what else it's done to my garden. So this is one lot of carrots. So if I take this off here, it's one whole load. So these carrots are the ones I didn't thin out. So I'm not expecting anything from these carrots. And these are the ones, as you can see, got dug out by the foxes. Let's see if I can find a carrot in here. Oh, they are tiny. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guinea pig is going to love them. Is there any others that are really big? Not really. No, titchy tiny. They didn't have enough time, these ones. Let's have a look at the label. That's frozen in there. So I put them in on the 27th of the 7th, and they didn't have enough time to get big enough. Definitely earlier next year. I know they were stunted by the the digging of the fox. Okay, so everything else here is fine. The nasturtiums are no longer. So these ones here are my cabbages and my spinach. I'm going to take that off just to defrost a little bit. So they haven't particularly done too well either. Cabbages will be alright, but I'm not sure about the spinach. And everything else, I have covered up my hydrangea, and the clematis has fully died back now, so that needs cutting. And the wildlife pond is completely frozen, so I will definitely need to clear that in case there's a frog in there. But that's why I've got things like this, just to let some air in. Okay, and then I just move that to a different place. It's just easier then to let natural air in to the pond. Okay. And then my strawberry bed needs mulching. I'm really gonna have to get this mulching done. And then these are my original carrots. I did pick one yesterday and it was a nice size, but as you can see, they're not all like that. That's a spinach. I've got a carrot here. No, I can't get that one out because it's frozen. I'm gonna have to wait. But yeah, so these are gonna have to come out today. And then, even though I've covered my veg patch, as you can see, everything is still frozen in here. Not as bad, but it's still frozen. So let's just let some outside air in. So I just wanted to show you what I'm dealing with, and if you have any suggestions for me keeping that greenhouse just above freezing would be great. Please put a comment in. I really appreciate it. Thank you.